Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. This week I am back sharing with you guys my product roundup for spring. Now that we are officially sort of easing our way into spring, I know for some places it's not quite there yet, but here's to hoping it warms up very, very soon for those of you out there. I know with me, when it gets warmer out, I like more minimal makeup. I like a more glowy makeup. I go towards maybe a little bit more cream products than I typically would, etc. So I'm just gonna be sharing a few things that at this moment are really speaking to me. As we ease more into the summer, I'm sure I will have more, I will have a different roundup of product, especially as new things get released, etc. But these are just some things that I've been really using religiously, and that I find that ever since it started to warm up, I am reaching for them even more. So just a really fresh face sort of look is what I go for in the springtime, especially with my really busy work schedule. It just works beautifully. So quickly, we're gonna mention these first, and we're gonna do it really short and sweet because my last video was all about these babies, and that is none other than the RMS Beauty luminizing powders. I was ready to call them the living luminizer powders. No, just luminizing powders, 2 shades, Grande, a more champagne tone, and Midnight Hour, a more golden bronzy tone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful powder product. Give you a really beautiful glow. It's what I have on my cheeks today. And if you want to see these swatched, the whole shebang, how I like to apply them using the brush, then you guys can check out my last video. I will link it down below. But these are definitely a staple and living in my top shelf drawer. For lips, I always like lip gloss, but in the spring and summer, I like those more sheer lip products. I was wild about those Babo lip tints, still am. But one that I wanted to share with you guys that you know I love, but I just wanted to give it a shout. This is the Fitglow Beauty Lip Color Serum in Nudie. Again, it's what I have on my lips right here. They last a beautiful amount of time. Great amount of color. Feel just unreal on the lips. If you haven't tried one, you just have to. They are not cheap, but you are going to wear them over and over and over and over. You will not be able to help yourself. Incredibly comfortable if you're not typically a lip gloss person. Really, really good stuff. But Nudie is the color of the season for sure. Again, what I'm wearing right now. Speaking of more sheer lip colors, a welcome addition to the website has been the Alima Pure Lip Tints. I have 2 colors here that I've really been enjoying, first of which is the shade Petal. Petal's a really gorgeous nude shade that gives you enough color though where it's not completely muted, but a good neutral blushy sort of pink. Then we have the shade Peony, and Peony looks very scary when you look at it, but since it is a more sheer formulation, it really just gives you a nice hot pink sort of tint that works really, really well in the spring and summer months, especially if you aren't wearing a lot of makeup. It looks good to have a little bit of color on the lips and the cheeks, just to help you look healthy, fresh, alive, awake, all of those good things that we like. For shadow, I like more minimal eyeshadow looks, just because when it's hot out, I don't like feeling like I have a lot on my face. So I like doing like a little sunscreen. I do love highlighter and blush. I think that really brings the look together. But for the eyes, I have been obsessed with these pigments from Alima Pure. And what a shade Cobalt. I think Cobalt is such a cool color because these graphic, bold, colorful liners are kind of all the rage this season. I think color with clothing, with makeup, just a lot of experimentation kind of going on trend-wise. And I think that is so fun. So what an easier way to try than using a pigment, because what's great about this is you could do a little color underneath the lash line if you want to try. You could do a more graphic liner. You could do a baby liner. It just gives you some room to play. You can use like a traditional shadow if you're really into color. Just very versatile, and that's what I've always loved about these loose pigments. And loose pigments tend to be at a slightly lower cost as well, because they don't have to spend the time and money pressing the shadows, etc. So not quite as convenient, if you will, but Alima Pure has such a genius packaging on these where no product will spill out. It locks in place. Just really, really good stuff. And that's, again, the shade Cobalt. Speaking of blush, I have to include this one because I love my 100% Pure. I love their, I forgot what's the name of them. They're just like lip and cheek products. You know what I'm talking about. I'm wearing one of them today, Cocoa Berry. I love those. I love the vapor sticks. They came in with the minis that are fabulous. But this blush from Alima Pure, the satin matte blush in the shade pink, is just what I wear every single day. It gives you a nice, rich, healthy amount of color, but it's not a hot pink. It's not bright pink. It's not too cool. It's not too warm. It's a good, neutral, healthy flush of color, and I cannot stop wearing this. So I like it putting on the cheeks. I love it across the nose. Again, it's a powder. You could put it in the eyes if you wanted for a good tonal monochromatic look. That could be a lot of fun, but I had to mention this blush because I cannot get my paws off it. Per usual, I have to mention a bronzer, and I think Well People has come up over the last couple of years for me. I used to really like their cream bronzer. I loved their bio bronzer when it was loose, but now we have the pressed bio bronzer, and this stuff is so good. It's a baked formulation, so it maintains that very natural skin-like sort of finish. It has a really nice level of warmth to it. It's not too light, it's not too dark. It's good, you know, for someone of my complexion or lighter. It's buildable, it's natural looking on the skin, again, can be used on the eyes, travel friendly due to the compact and pressed version of it. I love this stuff so much, you guys. I reach for it every single day without fail. I kid you not, really, really great staple item in the makeup collection now. And finally, I wanted to share two skincare products with you guys. One of them is an all-time mega favorite, but since, as I was saying, in the springtime, I like to wear a little bit less makeup. I like a more natural look, you know, not every day, but on the daily, I kind of gravitate towards that a little bit more. So I want my skin looking as good as it possibly can, and this is just my skincare savior, has been forever. This is the Active Enzyme Exfoliator from Josh Rosebrook. I love everything the man makes, and I cannot get enough of it. I think he's a skincare genius, skincare god. How many times can I say it? This product is so cool because, again, as the name would suggest, it gives you an enzyme exfoliation as well as a manual exfoliation because it is quite a gritty texture. So it just makes your skin brand new, you guys. It's easy to use. It's a beautiful, beautiful product made with gorgeous ingredients. As always with Josh Rosebrook, would you expect anything less? And I'm very excited to have a fresh one here and use it religiously. If you get any sort of texture on the skin, any sort of bumps, your nose gets a lot of blackheads, this sort of enzyme and manual exfoliation together is the best way to penetrate the skin and sort of attack that. And this, again, is using all natural ingredients. You don't have to do any harsh chemicals, peels, anything like that. This will get the job done for you. It's so, so good. And finally, one that, again, I did a full dedicated video to this. If you'd like to check it out, I will include that down below. This is the De Mamiel Spring Facial Oil. You guys know facial oils are something I love year round, but this one is geared to all of our needs in the springtime. I talked about it quite at length, and De Mamiel's use of Chinese medicinal practices within their creation of their skincare products, which is really, really cool. So their Chinese medicine is all geared towards using ingredients for different seasons, etc., and your skin's needs change as the seasons change, of course. But I love this oil. It gives you a really healthy dose of hydration without sort of overloading the skin. It doesn't clog pores. It's not going to take forever to sink in. It's not going to break up the makeup and make it look crunchy and gross. It's a stunning, stunning, stunning oil. Smells beautiful, has that aromatherapy aspect to it. Beautiful, beautiful results on my skin. It's lightweight enough to use both morning and night. And again, it is for this season exclusively. So if you guys are interested, I'll include that product down below. And the sooner you buy it, the better, so you can use it throughout the spring months and get everything that is going to give your skin in the spring season, as I said. So that's it, you guys. That is my little roundup of products for spring. You guys know it changes on a monthly basis. I should kind of call them like my current favorites, but since it is freshly spring and this is what I'm reaching for, I wanted to share that with you guys. All the makeup that I'm wearing today, most of which I shared with you right now, I will include it down below so you guys can check it out. Every single product as well will be linked, so if you just have to have this blue eyeliner right now, you gotta have this bronzer in your life, anything that I mentioned here, I'm gonna make it as easy as possible for you with clickable links down below. Any full product reviews will also be down below, so you can learn a little bit more about the product at length and why I'm such a big fan of it. And don't forget to read up on ingredients and things like that. See what's working for you. Integrity Botanicals is such an amazing website because it's all curated. You know that it's all good stuff going on your skin, your body, your face, wherever. And I'm like giddy over all these products in front of me. I love them so much and can't wait to continue using them throughout the spring and summer. But that's it, you guys. Let me know what products you're loving down below. I love hearing what you guys are loving, using, what you want to see on this channel always. So please just let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you are amazing. Please check us out on all of our social media. We're everywhere producing lots of content for you. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.